Welcome back to the channel. When I was a kid, pretty much the only genre I would ever play, like there were others involved, but the main one was always racing. And from that, some people would have thought, if you knew me back then, that I was going to grow up to be a car enthusiast. And it turned out that I don't follow cars. I know a little bit about cars, not too much. But one of my favourite games to play as I was growing up was Test Drive Unlimited. You had number 1, you had number 2, and then the game just, it died off. The developers just didn't do anything else with it. But I believe we are now talking 9 years later, and there has been a little bit of confirmation to say that Test Drive Unlimited 3 is in the works. And according to a leak from an insider or something like that, apparently we are going to see a reveal at some point this month, but with there only being 12 days of the month left, I would say that's highly unlikely and I don't think is going to happen. But looking at this article, and I will leave both of them in the description, this one states the long-awaited third installment of the Test Drive Unlimited franchise has been quietly confirmed by an executive at a French game developer, lifting hopes that a follow-up to the much-loved open-world racing game series is finally in development. This was posted on the 14th of May. Speaking with VentureBeat, head of publishing at Nacon dropped the first solid evidence that a sequel, okay, I was right, to 2011's Test Drive Unlimited 2 is in the pipeline. Talking of Nacon's and parent company Big Ben's numerous acquisitions over the past few years, they spoke of one of their Paris-based game studios named Kiloton, which was bought by Big Ben in 2018. They are specialised in racing, that is quoted, and they're doing off-road racing with WRC, the World Championship Rally, and they're doing two-wheel racing with Isle of Man TT. They're currently working on our biggest project by far, which is the next Test Drive Unlimited game. So it might not even necessarily be Test Drive Unlimited 3, they might go with a different name for it, and unfortunately, they don't go on to mention any further details regarding the highly anticipated sequel, other than it is in fact in development. Having previously worked on Flat Out 4, WRC 5, 6 and 7 and V-Rally 4, the Paris game developers were handed Test Drive Unlimited 3 after Big Ben's acquisition of Kiloton in 2018. Big Ben had previously purchased the rights to the Test Drive franchise back in 2016. While we don't have much to go on officially from those at Nacon and Kiloton, the information we do have seems to align with a previous leak on Reddit. And this person on Reddit goes on to say, it's all alleged, that Test Drive Unlimited 3 will take place in South America and boast a playable map that will be a little bit bigger than The Crew. With The Crew's gargantuan map covering just under 5,000 square kilometers, the next Test Drive Unlimited should give players a massive amount of space to roam and race. They also assert that the game intends to include around 90 cars upon launch, but worryingly continues to say that the number has possibly dropped down due to some licensing issues. Players will reportedly choose between a Renault Clio RS, a Mitsubishi Evolution or a Polo GTI as their starter vehicle. And the signature housing system in Test Drive Unlimited is said to return with more unique houses than TDU1 and 2 combined. And the game will boast more of a multiplayer focus with regular updates bringing new game modes, etc. The Redditor then goes on to state that the developers are currently aiming for a late 2020 release, although they are showing some signs of that not happening because of the current state of the game. They close it by stating that the game will release on PS5 and Series X, although PS4 and Xbox One versions could happen on PC or on the PC front. The leaker says that the third game will remain an Epic Store exclusive for the first year before appearing on Steam and Google Stadia. I mean, at this point, it's not even supposed to be part of the video, but at this point, Steam just need to get their finger out their arses and just up the price that developers get, like the revenue percentage, because Epic are just getting timed exclusives with everything lately. Then moving on to the next article, and this is the one where the insider claims that we could have a reveal coming this month. This was posted towards the end of April, so when they say next month in the article, it does mean May. We've seen plenty of claims and rumours concerning details for future big budget games like Resident Evil 8 over the last several months. However, the latest one is a tad odd as it's concerning a game that hasn't really been talked about for a long time, TDU2. The last game came out in 2011, we've already been through all of this, so this Twitter user is claiming that the game will be revealed in May. And then this article, pretty much the only other thing in here is it's still just a rumour, so none of this is 100% set in stone accurate, but this article has also pointed out that Test Drive Unlimited isn't really a well-known racing series. Like, it is known, but it's not as well known as, let's just say, Forza, or, as this article states, the new Batman game. So if they were lying just for the attention, it would be a bit of a weird title to pick, seeing as it's not been heard of in the last 9 years. Well, not much of it. But I'm really hoping that this is an accurate reveal, like an accurate sort of leak, because I would love for TDU3. I loved playing it when I was younger. I do love racing games, and I love the housing system in Test Drive Unlimited. So if there is going to be anything, I really like, they've confirmed it's in development, so I'm just hoping that we do get a reveal sometime soon. Because my guess is we're not going to get another Forza Horizon game for at least another year or two. And I'm not really a fan of Need for Speed anymore. I mean, I used to be. I loved Underground 2. I've played majority of them. It's only over the last few years that I haven't really bothered. I would have loved to have played Need for Speed Heat because it did look a good concept. But one of the things that really threw me off was the screen shake. There was so much of it when you're accelerating off the launch, like off the launch line. You start accelerating, your camera's shaking everywhere, and it starts to give you a headache, and it gets annoying to just constantly have to put up with. But that's all the news I've got in this video. Hopefully we do get a reveal soon, but I want you guys to let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you very soon. Thank you for watching.